people today. They could spend half their lives over 50. That's a lot of living. So it helps to have a wise friend and fierce defender in your corner. A friend like AARP. So your health lives longer.
This is just slow-mo karate?
Just slow-mo karate.
Your money lives longer.
I just bought that.
I just sold that.
And your happiness lives longer. That's why the younger you are, the more you need AARP. Join today.
Welcome to AARP Illinois' virtual event. It's so wonderful to have you with us. AARP is on a mission to connect with individuals across various communities, especially those aged 50 and above. We're here to listen, understand, and address the unique needs of you and your community as we age. Our goal is to enrich your experience by expanding our local activities, providing opportunities for you to discover and engage with all that life has to offer right here in your own community and virtually. As we journey through today's event, we invite you to consider joining our dedicated team of AARP volunteers. It's a chance to make a meaningful impact and help us better serve those 50 plus across the nation. Connect with us and be a part of this vibrant movement toward positive change. Welcome, and let's make this event both fun and transformative.
Well, good morning. Welcome to AARP Illinois' special virtual event. I'm Teresa Jones, Associate State Director of Advocacy and Outreach. We together, Courtney and I, Courtney Hedderman, Senior Associate State Director of Advocacy and Outreach, together, we are your Fraud-Fighting Fraudlettes. We're thrilled to be bringing you the latest on frauds and scams and ultimately aiming you with the information that you need for prevention and reporting if you're ever a victim. We're excited about this one. We are going to be bringing a new topic to you this month, which is called cryptocurrency. Plus, we have a special announcement too. But before we get started with our discussion, I'd like to remind our Facebook and YouTube viewers that you can ask questions and share your comments in the social media feeds. We'll do our best to address as many of your questions as possible during this conversation. So to kick things off, let's start with some questions about our topic. So, Courtney, have you heard about the recent rise in cryptocurrency fraud?
Yeah, Teresa. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Yes, I think I have been hearing it more and more. It's actually kind of crazy. I even have a neighbor who has been talking about cryptocurrency more, and they were, looking to see if maybe they were going to kind of dive into that area. And now I've been seeing more and more issues and more people talking about dabbling in cryptocurrency and the fraud that they're experiencing. So I didn't know a tremendous amount about this issue until we really started researching. And I think that's why you and I really wanted to have this discussion. Perhaps other people out there have been hearing a lot about cryptocurrency and the fraud that is taking place. So why not talk about it here, right?
Right. So that brings me to our question. What is cryptocurrency? Mm-hmm. And what are those crypto kiosks?
Right. Okay. So cryptocurrency is a type of digital or virtual currency that uses extra crypto. Oh my God, I can't even say the word. What is the word, Teresa?
Crypto. Well, I don't know what the word is either.
Oh, goodness. Okay, well, let me start again. All right, so cryptocurrency is a type of digital or virtual currency, okay? And unlike traditional currencies that we think of or that we know that's issued by governments like the US dollar or the euro, cryptocurrencies operate on a decentralized network, and it's based on blockchain technology. So it sounds very technical, right, when you think about it. But this decentralization means that there's not really anything controlling or there's no central authority. making theoretically it's immune to government interference or manipulation. So again, that basically means there's not really a lot of regulation. So it is a currency that exists. It's a currency that's worldwide. It's very similar in some ways, thinking of it as a dollar or a euro or whatever type of currencies out there, but it's digital, it's virtual, and there's no regulation that really exists. Okay, crypto kiosks then are physical machines like that allow users to buy and sell cryptocurrencies using cash or credit cards. So think of it kind of like an ATM machine, right? You put in your card, you get cash, or you put your card, and maybe you're making a deposit of a check or something into an account. Those ATM machines, this is kind of like what this is. It's a crypto kiosk. And then again, you're buying and selling the currency. Okay, so Teresa, what are some well-known examples of cryptocurrencies? Because we know that people are hearing these companies that are offering cryptocurrency. What are those? Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a few of them, but the most well-known would be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. Now, they can be used for various purposes, such as online purchases, investments, and transferring funds across the borders.
That makes sense. Okay, so I'm sure maybe other folks have questions like this. Mm-hmm. So why would someone want to use cryptocurrency? What are the benefits of having cryptocurrency and going to those crypto kiosks? What's the benefit?
Well, when they're used correctly, they offer the convenience and accessibility for buying and selling cryptocurrencies, especially those who prefer cash transactions. I don't know what's wrong with us.
It's Monday for both of us. We can't talk. No, just kidding.
Anyway, so thank you, our listening audience, that you've been with us, and we really can talk. But there's the transaction speed as well. So cryptocurrency transactions, they can be completed in a matter of minutes, unlike traditional financial transactions that sometimes can take days or hours. There's a lower transaction cost. So the cost of transacting in cryptocurrency is generally lower compared to traditional financial services, especially for those international transfers that can be very costly. And then we have accessibility. Well, anyone that has an internet connection, they can use this. It provides a financial services to those who may not have access to traditional banking.
That I had no idea that it had that many components, or like that's why I think it's easy for people to use cryptocurrency. Did you know? Because I didn't know.
No, I didn't either. To be honest with you, the whole thing about crypto is still new to us, and I keep hearing more and more about it.
Me too.
I personally thought it was just for trading services.
I did too. I didn't think about it. I did not think that again, I think it's interesting that for somebody who doesn't, because there's plenty of people who don't like to use banks, right? They don't like to go to financial institutions. So that part I hadn't even thought about. And then if for somebody who's making a lot of transactions internationally, this seems like this would be really attractive to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm. And then also you just said something. With that happening, it also makes it attractive for fraudsters too, because it's just an easy thing. Right. I can send you money really quickly, and I don't have to, and the bank doesn't have to look and see where my transactions are.
Right.
So it's not reportable. There you go.
Okay. So here's the next question. So, those kiosks, right, where people are buying and selling, it's obviously, you just made reference how easy it can be, and it's easier for people to do. So how do criminals or scammers exploit and really fraud at those crypto kiosks?
Well, those scammers, they trick people into depositing money into a kiosk, making them believe that it's a legitimate transaction, but the funds end up in the scammer's wallet. So whoever you thought you were sending that money to, it doesn't get to them. So it's very, very important to be cautious, especially with something as new and as complex as cryptocurrency. As we're finding, Courtney, it's not like a one-liner that you can say this is what it is. There's a lot to it. It's very complex.
Right. I completely agree. I think this is the example I heard. Someone received a call, right? And they said, they were being told that their grandchild was, international, which their grandchild was international. Okay. So they did have some information clearly on the person. And said that the person was in trouble. I don't know if they were in jail or something, but they were in trouble and they needed money to help them. And so this person on the phone is saying, hey, you want to help your grandchild? You need to send me like 500,000, like coins, like Bitcoins. Like it wasn't like they were wanting it, they wanted cryptocurrency, and they were then informing them to go to a kiosk to then essentially buy this cryptocurrency through their US dollars off of a credit card, and then send to them immediately over and through this kiosk. And so the person did it, which is really scary, and they were obviously defrauded. I think it's so easy for people to, they think they won't do it, but you can. I mean, it happens. It happens to all of us. And you think you're being diligent and you think you're asking the questions, and then all of a sudden you're sending money. It happens. And so I guess the next question is like, what should people look out for? Like, what should they do to avoid any of these cryptocurrency type scams?
Well, one of the things is we need to be cautious of unsolicited offers. So if someone's calling you, and just like you had just said, Courtney, asking you, telling you your grandchild is this, is locked up or whatever. I'm a friend and they asked me to reach out to you. Those are things that you might want to maybe call the parents or call somebody else that and then you also, I think sometimes you need to wonder for some other things that don't involve your family. You need to kind of wonder, why are these people that I don't know calling me and asking me to send them money or send money to this great idea? So we have to just be cautious, very cautious of unsolicited offers, and verify. You hear us, if you've been with us anytime, you hear us always talking about verify. So verify the legitimacy of the transactions. And here's another thing that you've heard us say: reputable. Use reputable services, not a one and done or something they come out and say, this is brand new, you're the first one to get in on this. Okay, why am I so special that I'm the first one to get in on this? So check with some people, take a minute. You don't have to jump on things right away. Take a minute. So saying that, I'm going to even add that cryptocurrency is so new. It seems like I think it is. It's easier to scam people because people don't know about it. Mm-hmm. So that brings me to a question. What do you think, Courtney, needs to be done to help keep people safe that use it?
Yeah, well, I mean, as we talked earlier, I mean, this is not a regulated industry. And, you think about, financial institutions we use every day, right? And transactions that people make, those are all regulated. They are protected through federal legislation, state legislation. So there is regulation for so many things that we utilize as it relates to currency. But this is different. There is no regulation, right? So we need to have regulation and oversight. I think that would be a great start. And really, I think people need to be informed and if they're certainly interested in cryptocurrency, right? And they are thinking about utilizing it more and more, then they need to, get as much information as possible. Really feel informed as much as possible. So you're making good decisions, you're making transactions that are, legitimate. You're doing what you are set out to do, and not in a bad situation. So definitely regulation, definitely oversight, and make sure everybody is feeling educated, informed about the risks, the good, but also the bad. So it's great to have this new currency. I think it's really exciting in a lot of ways, but we also need to make sure that people are managing those risks, right? And ultimately how to spot the potential scam, which you mentioned. We want to make sure that people are safe out there. So you stay informed out there, everybody, and make sure you know how to kind of spot that scam, so then you're hopefully not ever in the situation of becoming a victim. And that's going to make a huge difference, I think. So okay, so but maybe this is the perfect time to announce our very exciting news too then. So I guess drum roll. All right, go.
So the Fraud-Fighting Fraudlettes, we are excited. Maybe that's why we keep messing up our words, because we're just excited. But we're excited to announce that we're moving into working some fraud advocacy. So this is new to us, but we're excited. We want to take what we've learned from you and help institute some change on this important issue. So what that means is that we're going to be working on a piece of legislation in our General Assembly. And I bet you can't imagine what it's going to be about. But if you're not from Illinois, don't worry, because most AARP states are also working on fraud advocacy as well. So, but our first bill will be around cryptocurrency. So, and we're really looking forward to bringing you more information in the near future about it and how you can get involved. Courtney.
Okay, I'm choking over here.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. This must be that one of those kind of days.
I think it is. Our words are, our words.
Dry.
Now we're choking.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I am so excited that we're entering into working on fraud advocacy. And although we are starting with cryptocurrency, we really hope this is a long-term effort of keeping people safe. We are super excited to be working on this in really a long-term phase. Yes, we're starting with cryptocurrency, but there's so much to learn, so much to do, so much change that needs to happen. And we can't wait to have you all join us. So this is super exciting. We're going to have a lot of information coming in the coming months. So we want to thank everybody in advance for kind of coming along on this journey. We hope you will. If anybody is interested in more information on how to get involved in AARP Illinois' fraud advocacy efforts, you can contact Teresa at tcjones@aarp.org, or myself, Courtney, at Hedderman, which is CHE, 2DSERMAN at aarp.org. Our emails will be in the chat. So if you're interested in getting more involved, we welcome you to join us on this journey. If you are in another state, though, you are not in AARP Illinois, trust me when I say AARP Illinois, AARP state offices are really diving into this issue. Please contact your AARP office and get involved there. But you don't even, maybe you're somebody who's a snowbird. You're in Florida, you're in Illinois. No matter where you are, feel free to join us. We'd be happy to include you in our efforts. Okay, Teresa, what else do you think that people need to know about cryptocurrency before we close out our time?
Well, actually, one of the things, as we said, I'm just kind of maybe go over just a couple of things. We just want you, we're not saying cryptocurrency is bad. That we don't want you to think that we're saying that. We're just saying that as with anything else, it can be if it's not used correctly. And if you're not making sure, like we said, once again, just checking just making sure that things are really what they are. If somebody is reaching out to you that you're not familiar with, don't just jump on it. Please check for the validity. There's ways that you can do that. And we're going to be talking about this more and more and more. I'm just trying to think if there's other things that we could add. That it's just when you're doing things, be careful how you're doing them. And if you have any questions, of course, feel free to reach out to us. We gave you our email addresses. Call on us. And if we don't know the answer, we'll get you the answer.
Yep. Love it. Love it. That sounds awesome. So thank you, Teresa. We're getting near to the end of our call. And to you, our audience, thank you for joining us. We're just diving in, and we can't wait to again be on this journey with you, not only working in fraud advocacy, but really kind of diving deeper into cryptocurrency. So thank you for joining us. Remember, the power to create positive change lies within each of us, right? Yes. So please join us next month, right? Because we're at the last Monday of every month at 10 a.m. And we're going to be talking more. We're going to dive deeper into cryptocurrency for February, and we're going to have some special guests with us that will help us to, all of us to understand this even more. Once again, thank you for joining. We look forward to continuing our mission of supporting older adults, caregivers, the entire aging community in Illinois, and of course, across the country. So for more information regarding fraud, you can call 1-877-908-3360, or by visiting our website at aarp.org/fraud watch network. That's aarp.org/fraud watch network. If you'd like any more information on AARP Illinois' upcoming virtual events, please visit us at aarp.org/Illinois. Mm-hmm. We hope you have the most wonderful day, and looking forward to working with all of you. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And this concludes today's virtual event. Stay safe, everybody. Stay warm.